My name is Eden Endres. This is my cardiovascular exam / peripheral vascular exam video. This is my 360 of the room. No computers, the TV's turned off, and then I have my student guide and my supplies over there. Okay, hello. My name is Eden Endres. I'm going to be your student nurse practitioner today. We're going to be doing a cardiovascular exam as well as a peripheral vascular exam. Any questions before we get started?
No.
Okay, this first one, I'm going to have you lie back. You can just lean the bed back. We need you at a 30-degree angle, so a little bit further and supine. This one I'm going to use tangential lighting, and I'm going to have you look towards the window over there. And I'm just looking at your jugular veins. I can see your carotid pulse over here. Perfect, and then I'm gonna just look at the other side. I'll have you look towards that wall. Okay, and then it looks equal on both sides. The carotid pulse does. I don't see any distension in your jugular veins. Oh, sorry, I still need my light source. And then this one, I'm looking at your point of maximum impulse, which is kind of right below your left chest. It's at the 4th to 5th intercostal space, and I'm going to use, again, tangential lighting to look to see if I can assess. And I am not. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to turn the lights back on, and then we'll get started on the palpation portion of the exam. So first I'm going to find your angle of Louise, which is where your manubrium meets your sternal border. So right here, I'm just feeling around, assessing for any thrills. I'm going to walk my fingers to the left of the sternal border, the second intercostal space, and assess the aortic area. And then I'm going to walk my fingers over to the left of the sternal border, second intercostal space, which is the pulmonic area, and feel for any thrills or palpitations which I'm not feeling. And then this part, I'm going to have you lift your shirt up here, and I'm going to go down to the 4th to 5th intercostal space along the left side of the sternal border and feel the tricuspid area, feeling for any like thrills, palpitations, S1, S2, and then I'm going to walk further over to the 4th, 5th intercostal space right below the nipple and feel the pulmonic, or sorry, not the pulmonic area, the mitral area. Okay, thank you. Let's see. And then the last one, I'm going to palpate the point of maximum impulse, which is, sorry, again, in the same area. I'm just going to, and it's a little bit like directly below the nipple, lateral to the xiphoid process, again, between the 4th and 5th intercostal space. Thank you. Okay, the location is normal below the nipple, around the level of the bra line, and I was able to feel it. It is a normal amplitude. And then we're going to, I'm going to have you hold your breath, and I'm going to use the bell of my stethoscope to listen for any carotid bruits. So if you could just take a deep breath in and hold it. No bruits noted. And then this next portion, I'm going to examine the aortic, pulmonic, tricuspid, and mitral areas, first using the diaphragm of my stethoscope, and then I'll go ahead and switch and use the bow. I'm going to have you just pull this down, and then if you could lift your shirt up for me. This is the tricuspid area. should use the bell. Thank you. Then I'm going to have you kind of turn on your left side, and I'm going to listen along the apex and the sternal border. So I'm going to pull your shirt up again. Starting at the apex. Very good. So your heart rate is normal. It's got a regular rate and rhythm. I'm not hearing any murmurs. I'm not hearing an S3 and S4. There's no clicks or rubs. And this next portion, I'm going to have you sit all the way up. And I'll have you lean forward. And then I'm going to listen in the same area again. But while I'm listening, I'm just going to have you exhale. So I'll let you know when to exhale. Starting at the apex, and lean forward and exhale. Another deep breath in, lean forward and exhale. Okay, thank you. Done with that part. And then we're going to move on to the peripheral vascular portion of the exam. So first I'm going to examine both of your arms. If you could just put them straight out for me. I'm looking for like your venous kind of caricature, looking at the color of your hands. I'm going to assess cap refill. About 3 seconds on this side, 3 seconds on that side. And then I'm looking for any edema, any changes in color. Everything looks nice and pink. And then I'm going to look at the other side, just at your nail beds, which are also nice and pink. Very good. And then I'm going to look at your legs bilaterally. So I'm assessing them for also same thing, color, any rashes, anything that sticks out for me, any edema, or like asymmetry in size, but they look symmetrical, pink. I don't see any rashes. There's a tattoo to the left ankle. And then I'm gonna look at your nail beds, which are nice and pink. Your toes are pink. I'm gonna feel the temperature of your skin. Your feet are a little bit cooler than the rest of your legs. And then I'll have you stand up. I'm just gonna look for any varicose veins in the front. And then if you could just turn that way for me, I'll look in the back. And there's no varicose veins, so you can go ahead and take a seat. Next, I'm gonna feel your pulses on both sides. So I'm gonna start by feeling your radial pulses with 2 hands or 2 fingers. And the radial pulses are 2+ on both sides. And then I'm going to feel for your brachial pulse. And those are 2+ bilaterally. And then I'm gonna raise your arm here, and I'm feeling for your epitrochlear lymph nodes with my circle motion. I'm feeling for any lumps, masses, any tenderness. All feels good. Let's see here. And then I'm gonna feel it pulses on your lower extremity. So I'm gonna start with your dorsalis pedis pulses. And those are both 2+ bilaterally. And then I'm gonna feel for your posterior tibialis pulses. Those are both 2+ bilaterally. I'm gonna feel your popliteal pulses behind your knees here. those are both also 2+ bilaterally. I'm gonna have you just kind of pull your shorts up on both sides, and I'm gonna feel for a femoral pulse. And those are both 2+. And then you're just gonna feel me in here doing, checking your lymph nodes using the circular motion, the inguinal lymph nodes. Again, feeling for any masses, tenderness, any like hard nodules that are moving. Very good, thank you. I don't know, I'm gonna check cap reflow. I did not check it on your toes. And that was really great cap refill. That was like 1 to 2 seconds on both feet. And then I'm gonna press down just as for any pitting edema. So I'm gonna press down for 5 seconds on the top of your feet. And there's no edema, no pitting edema. I'm gonna do the same thing on kind of the ankle portion of your foot. Again, 5 seconds. No edema noted, and I'm gonna touch your shins for any pitting edema. And no edema on either side, which is good and normal. I already felt the temperature, so we're good on that. This last thing is the, 2 more things. We have the Allen test, which is like for arterial sufficiency. So we'll start with your right hand. I'm gonna have you make a fist like this a few times. Kind of squeeze your hand back and forth and then make a fist. And I'm gonna compress both sides, and then I'll have you open your hand and release this one. Very good. And then same thing again, you can go ahead and squeeze your hand together a few times and then make a fist. And I'm gonna press again. And then go ahead and release. And beautiful, that's what we're looking for, is the return of the pink. And then we're gonna go ahead and switch to the left hand. So make a, kind of ball your hand up a few times and then make a fist. Go ahead and relax your hand. Very good, and it got pink again. And then same thing, one last time, go ahead and give it a few squeezes. Make a fist. I'm gonna press down on both sides. And then go ahead and relax your hand. And I'm taking my hand off that. And then return of the pink. Perfect. And then this one, we're gonna have your feet elevated at a 60-degree angle. And I'm just gonna check more time while I do this. So we're gonna wait 60 seconds, kind of as the blood flow is decreased since your feet are elevated, watching for like the paleness there. And it does look like they're a little less pink, so then we'll go ahead and put your feet back down. And I'm gonna have you dangle your feet at the edge of the bed. And I'm just looking for the pink color to return to your feet. And it has returned. Your feet are nice and pink again, and I would say that took about 5 seconds, which less than 10 is normal. And then in your ankles, they are pink again too, and anything less than 15 seconds is normal. Okay, that concludes our exam. Thank you.